Let's take a look at how to divide fractions and mixed numbers up to 1/32. In an iced tea recipe, 5/29 liters of iced tea are made per cup of sugar. If you're making 20/29 of a liter of iced tea, how many cups of sugar will you need? Okay, well, we would need to divide here because if we're making 20/29 cups or 20/29 of a liter, we would need to divide that by how many liters are made for each cup of sugar, which we know is 5/29. Okay, and when you're dividing two fractions, remember the rule is to multiply by the reciprocal. So that means I'm going to take the first fraction and write it exactly the way it is, 20/29. I'm going to change my division to multiplication, and then I'm going to take the reciprocal of my second fraction, which means I'm going to flip it. So 5/29 is going to become 29/5. Now you can multiply with the numbers that you have, or it's even easier if you reduce first. If you notice, I can cancel a factor of 29 on the top with a factor of 29 on the bottom, and then I would have 20/5. Now that divides evenly. 20 divided by 5 is just 4. So they would need 4 cups of sugar for all of that iced tea. Savannah is an alien who only wears fractions of socks at a time. If only 20/25 of Savannah's socks are clean and she wears 8/20 socks a day, how many days has it been since she washed all of her socks? Okay, well, if we take what she has, 20/25, and we divide it by how many socks she wears a day, which is 8/20, that should tell us how many days it's been since she washed all of her socks. Okay, our rule here is that we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, so we have 20/25 times the reciprocal of this second fraction is what you get when you flip it. So 8/20, we're going to flip that, and that's going to become 20/8. Okay, well, when we multiply straight across, 20 times 20 is 400, and 25 times 8 is 200. Okay, and then we can simply divide 400 divided by 200 gives us 2. So it must have been 2 days since Savannah washed those socks. Anna is prescribed a medication and supposed to take 1/16 of a pill each day. If she has 6/24 of a pill left, how many days of medication are left? Well, if we take what she has left, which is 6/24, and we divide that by how much she's going to take every day, which is 1/16, that should tell us how many days worth of medication she has left. Now remember, the rule is to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to say 6/24. I'm going to change the division to multiplication, and then I have to flip that second fraction to become 16/1. Now you can multiply with the numbers the way they are, or you can reduce them first. For example, I know 8 goes into 16 twice, and 8 goes into 24 3 times. So I can make my math a little easier by reducing that first. And then I'm going to multiply straight across the numerator and straight across the denominator. So in the numerator or top, 6 times 2 gives me 12. And in the denominator or bottom, 3 times 1 gives me 3. Okay, and then this divides evenly. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So she has 4 days worth of her medication left. Matthew is a singer and needs to practice 4 30-second hours a day to keep his voice. If he's practiced 24 30-second hours so far today, what fraction of his practice has he done? Okay, well, so far he's practiced 24 30-second hours. If we divide that by how much he's supposed to practice every day, we'll know what fraction of his practice is complete. So let's divide that by 4/32. Now our rule is to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to say 24/32 times the reciprocal is flipping the second fraction. So that's going to be 32/4. Now to make my math a little easier before I multiply straight across, I'm going to cancel because I see I have a factor of 32 on the top and the bottom. So that's going to leave me with 24/4, and that divides evenly, right? 24 divided by 4 is 6. So that means he's done 6 times as much practice as he needs to a day. That makes sense because 24 30-seconds is much bigger than 4 30-seconds.